Chicago Sky get a big team win against the Atlanta Dream. A balanced attack, even Dana Evans in the bench showing up more than what they've showed up in the last handful of games for the Chicago Sky. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it all down, have some fun after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. Big Cavs in the building. I'm sure Steve will be here in a second as well. This win by the Chicago Sky, a nice win down the stretch. This was a back and forth game throughout most of it. The Atlanta Dream took over the lead briefly, but the Chicago Sky came back. Really good fourth quarter by the Sky, in which they outscored the Atlanta Dream 24-15. Kev, how you feeling about this win, brother?
Hey, it was a grind out game. Despite Teaspoon doing her best to lose, the lineups were kind of tough. But hey, I got to give Dana Evans credit. Like, she came off the bench. The bench in general did their thing today. I'm happy from what I saw. Based on what I've been hearing, the bench hasn't been productive all season. So to get 20 plus points from these guys tonight was impressive. To see Angel Reese get her double double, even though she almost didn't, that was fun. And then Camila Cardoso as well. She played a great third quarter, ended up with a double-double as well.
Yeah, I think that this may be the first game that we've gotten 20 points off the bench since Kennedy Carter moved into that starting lineup, if I'm not mistaken. Steve-O, how you feeling about this game, brother?
I mean, like I said, like I've been saying, we're in this transition where we're learning how to win and we're finding different type of ways to win. And this was just like I said, no matter and Kennedy was a big reason why we won this game. But I think we all can agree that this was 100% team win right here. Like they fought even when the odds wasn't against them, even when they made mistakes, even when they realized Atlanta made mistakes. They capitalized off those mistakes. That was a lot of things we wasn't seeing early in the season. We see them give us opportunities to come back and we wouldn't take them. So I'm really excited about this win. It was a thriller. It was gutsy. It was close. Don't let that final score fool you, because it was a close game the whole game. But I like everything I seen.
And to Kev's point, the lineups were weird, but the lineups were weird because we've seen play. Breonna Turner and Michaela Onyeworthy have not played in the last 3 or 4 games. So we've seen the Sky now. They went 5 deep into their bench, where we've basically just been playing Diamond, Dana, and Izzy off the bench for the last handful of games. So, yeah, trying to find that balance. But for its credit, Michaela Onyeworthy, even though she didn't shoot the ball best 2 for 8 from the field, was tied for the second highest plus minus in the game, because she it's one of those games where you had to watch it to understand the impact she made.
Yep.
Back to making defensive impact, which is what me and Steve have really been calling her to do for a while. Is rely on that defense, let the offense come, play in rhythm offensively. But Michaela Onyeworthy definitely played a huge role. And Dana Evans, that steal to lay up at the other end in that game changed the momentum of that game down the stretch. And that's what Dana Evans can do for a team, for sure.
That's facts.
She heard all that shit on Twitter. Cause I heard she was going through hell on Twitter last game. Rightfully so. Her and Diamond had a terrible game. Playing 14 minutes and not getting anything was terrible. For her to come back and be a big pivotal piece, and like you said, to change the momentum of the game, because it was definitely changing. It was not going our way up until that steal. And not only that, she after that steal, her confidence grew even more, because she was hounding their ass down the court, and she got I believe either 2 more or 1 more steal after that. So bigs up to Dana. This is, like I said, we all know what Dana can be. It's all about, do she believe that she can be that, as well as the rest of this bench. I've been asking for Michaela to play more minutes, and this is what happens when you play more minutes. You got to play your team. They got to go through things. You got to allow them to make mistakes and grow from it. And I'm starting to see that with Coach. She's starting to let her feelings get away from things, and she's letting people go through their emotions. So I like it.
For sure. And the key areas where the Sky won this game, right? Rebounds, 43 rebounds to 36. We had 11 steals in this game, 10 turnovers to their 14 turnovers. When the Sky do things like that, they're going to be in games, as well as shooting 43% from the field and 35% from 3. They took 10 threes in the first half. 7 in the second half, ended up 6 of 17, but they hit the right threes at the right time to get some momentum. That came from Dana Evans, Michaela Onwuerde. They hit a big three as well down the stretch. And while Marina Mabry didn't play well overall in this game for our scoring wise, did hit some couple of big threes for us as well in this one.
Oh, she
And
did.
I will
After
say
she had her attitude, after she got pushed,
Yeah.
she came out and played better offensively. And I got to give Cardoso a lot of credit. We asked her to be more aggressive. The comments were saying that she's not usually an aggressive player. She must have heard what we were saying because she came out in that second half and was a force. Once they finally figured out how to make a proper damn entry pass,
entry
she
pass
went crazy.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And so, yeah, gotta love the effort from this team. This was the type of Chicago Sky win. Like you talk about identity and building that. Angel Reese continues her double streak. How you guys feel about this historic run that Angel Reese has been on?
I got something to say about Data, little pumpkin head ass, because she was not trying to give a damn ball. I was like, look here, you gotta know what's at stake.
But I think that Dana Evans, first off, has not been playing well. Definitely made an impact in this game. If I'm gonna throw her a little bell, I think Dana Evans was first focused on securing the win.
Yeah.
But you got to understand the moment, man. We're trying to make history here as well. Get the win first. The win was locked in.
Yeah.
That's why. If the win wasn't locked in, I wouldn't even have brought it up. But yeah, you're right. Like, it's come on. Like, we had the win at that point, Dana. Let's keep this history going.
And even at the end, she like this, and they still wasn't giving her the ball, bro.
No, she was down there elbowing Tina, like, give me the damn ball, give me the damn ball. Kitty, she looked at Kitty like, I swear for God, if you'll give me this ball, we fight in the back. She
What
gave
was
her the
going
ball.
on with Angel though? Angel looked tired and disengaged. The
fouls got to her head.
The fouls, and then keep in mind she played the whole entire game last game.
minutes.
She didn't check out at all. So that those type of things I think are catching up with. And then we got a back-to-back. We play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So watch out for that fatigue thing.
Are we in New York?
Yeah, they're going to New
Yeah,
York.
we're
So they're
going
getting
to
on a
New
plane
York.
headed to New York. And that's why, I want to point out toward the end, Eminem missed free throws and layups. Kennedy Carter was missing free throws and layups. Like those types of things, you got to clean up, especially tomorrow in New York playing one of the better teams in the league. It doesn't make sense to miss easy baskets. And you missing free throws off of technical fouls and all that stuff. Come on now.
Damn, Indiana came back.
Did they win?
Did they? They won?
It's 80. It's 40 seconds left. It's 87-84.
Oh, shout out to them.
Wow,
Shout out to
they on
them.
a long run.
Yeah, shout
They
out
still
to them.
losing though. Keep losing.
Yeah, keep losing. Especially as we're trying to secure this playoff spot.
It's on NBA TV. Let me turn it on. My bad.
Camila Cardoso went from not playing at all in the fourth quarter of the last game to leading the Sky in minutes today. How you guys feel about the performance of Camila Cardoso today?
Coach realized she fucked up. I mean, but like that's the thing. Like we was all worried about like, is this going to affect her in a negative way? Is this going to get in her head? I think it proved that we got to give her mental capacity a little bit more credit. Like she understood. She understood. I think she talked to coach, and coach let her be known we wanted to build. We're going to need Izzy later on in this season. So that was a game where we wanted to build up her confidence, and I think Kennedy understood that, and we already know the type of temperament. Like versus like if it's Angel don't give a fuck. No, put me in the game. I don't give a damn. They just two different type of people. So I think she was more understanding, but she damn sure let it be known that I'm gonna come in and I bet you won't take me out again. And that's what she showed today. She played well defensively, had 2 to 3 blocks today against some actual quality bigs. As well as, like you said, in that third quarter, she woke up, she was aggressive, and that's what we needed. Got her a double-double. That's what we needed.
And on top of that, let's talk about the defense she played on Tina Charles. Tina Charles went 4 of 13 in this game for 9 points, only 4 rebounds in this game. Like, that's the type of impact that that Camila Cardoso can have when she's locked in. And basically us having Angel and Camila out there together is what that does for defense against the opposing bigs. On the season, Tina Charles is averaging 9 rebounds per game. We held her to less than half her season average. That's not something that's just happenstance. It's just not.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I think it's something she looked back that she did at times. She did some actually looked in the mirror within herself as well, and she took it to heart. And you could tell she took it to heart because she didn't allow herself to get into foul trouble. She played a very clean game. Usually we see her like with Angel, you kind of see a little bit of attitude come out of her. We didn't see that today. For the most part, it was positive vibes. She's being positive. She was smiling like she always was, but most importantly, she was aggressive at the right times. And she learned off her mistakes because she was leaving a lot of layups right there. Like, I'm glad she cleaned that up.
Yeah, and we're starting to see Camila Cardoso just round out like 3 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, 11 rebounds, 10 points. She like that's again, she's not going to be get a lot of plays called for her offensively, but they identified mismatches better today. I like the way she played overall, man. I love
they was triple teaming her.
Yeah, you got to.
That's a big motherfucker.
Yeah,
she is.
There's not many women that make Big Kev look small. Like Big Kev can stand next to Camila Cardoso and look like a normal person.
And that's why I said that I would never call her soft to her face.
Oh yeah, don't answer from Brazil too. Don't do that, bro. Man.
She probably know taekwondo. She kick your scissor, kick your ass right in the head. You wouldn't even be ready for it.
You know what it is? It's that she has the baby face because she looks like a Cabbage Patch doll in the face,
and she always smiling.
She always smiling. But then you gotta look at the little things. Wild. People that say that she's too soft, you gotta go and watch her elbows. I'm telling you, she elbows people in the side and in the neck consistently. Don't call her soft. Next time Camila Cardoso is on the defensive side of the ball, just don't even look at what happens with the ball. Watch her elbow. She does it all the time and gets away with it. She's not soft, fam.
Go ask Satu Sabley. Go ask Fly J. That's all I gotta say.
People calling Camila Cardoso soft is like you just looking at it, whether she's laying it up hard or something. You got to watch the intricacies in the basketball game, man.
She's strong as hell, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fact.
I just see her slap shit out of a couple people. I ain't gonna lie to you. She ain't soft.
She's been blocking shots by just standing there.
Great impact for her. In this game, I want to talk about the bench. I know we touched on the bench a little bit. How consistently do you guys think that we can get impact similar? I'm not saying we need 20 points off the bench, but like, is going deeper in the bench the key? I know the lineups were a little bit weird. The rotations were weird as far as the combination of players that she had out there as far as Coach Spoon. But do you think where she's constricted the bench because of the lack of play at times, do you think going deeper into the bench as we go forth the rest, maybe the next few games into that All-Star break, do you think that that's going to be the key to kind of getting these ladies in rhythm?
Yeah, they got to. I mean, especially on a back-to-back, right? I think that's part of the reason why she went so deep into the bench today. That's also part of the reason why you didn't see Camila out there in the fourth quarter. And the reason why Angel Reese, even with 4 fouls, sat long in the fourth quarter is because they got to get on a plane and head to New York. You're going to need your bench to produce if you want to be a winning basketball team. You want to make the playoffs. You want to go deep. Your bench got to produce.
Yeah, I think it is as simple as that. You have to play your team. And I've been asking it. They will never be ready if they're not put in the game. They got to have chance to make mistakes. And that time is now. I'd rather them do this now than you got to put them in because somebody got hurt, God forbid, or you just have to put them in because people are tired at the end of the season. This is the time to know what you can get out of them and what they can actually do. But you can't do that if you just constantly put them on the bench because you're scared of what they're going to do. It's okay to make mistakes during the season because that's how they learn from it. We've seen that as a team, and we've seen that as different type of individuals on this team, how that can affect them in a positive way.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We have 3 games over the next 5 days, so be on the lookout for that. It's a lot of games, but then we get the month off. And I also think that Coach Spoon is probably going to go deeper into the bench over these next 3 games, not because of the condensed amount of time we have him over, but also because they have an open roster spot and they're going to be looking to sign somebody, and you want to have the best evaluation of who's going to bring what before you bring somebody into this team. And so I definitely expect by the time we come back August 15th that there will be a new member of the Chicago Sky on that bench. And so we'll see what it's going to be.
Damn sure better.
Yeah. Kev, thoughts?
We still talking about the bench?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gave my thoughts on it. I think that's good. I think Teaspoon, she got to work on how she does her rotations because some of those rotations were weird. Like, but other than that, you need your bench. You need your bench.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We play again tomorrow against the New York Liberty at 7 p.m.
Eastern.
At least Eastern, 6 p.m. Chicago time. At least there it's a later game again. That one's going to be available on Prime Video. I know y'all be ordering shit. Prime Day's coming up, so I know y'all already got y'all Prime stuff together. Y'all make sure y'all tuned in.
If you got an Amazon Prime account, you got Prime Video.
Yeah, you got Prime Video, even like and you can watch the game. well, as this continues, I'm going to ask you guys one last question before we get out of here each. How much longer do you expect this streak to be able to go for Angel Reese? Do you think she's going to be able to push this closer to 20? We are facing the New York Liberty over the next 2 games and the Las Vegas Aces before the break. It could very well end there, as those are very good rebounding teams. But realistically, how much longer do you think the streak can go?
I think it stops in the teens.
Okay.
Like I said, like the fact that she did this in 20 games and being undersized and everything's already insane. Like I'm just expecting her to slow down a little bit, just because she's going to have to realize, like, I have another half of the season. If we get into the playoffs, I don't want to be completely gassed. So I think she's gonna, like, she don't necessarily take plays off, but I just don't think she's not gonna be. It's gonna be difficult. Like I said, it's gonna be very difficult. Like we said, this is not the first time today where she was in jeopardy of losing it. So it can happen at any time. I'm just glad she broke it. Like, once she broke it, I don't give a damn how long you keep it, because the record itself is like 22, just double doubles period in the season. I think she'll break that
Tina
throughout the
Thompson?
time.
but no, what
It
I
might be
say,
Charles. It was Thompson. You're right. It was Thompson.
I think she's gonna always get the rebounds. The points is the issue.
Yeah.
So I think that she's always gonna have double-digit rebounds. I don't anticipate that stopping anytime soon. But putting that ball in the basket for her is what she needs to work on the most. And so yeah, I think it's going to end somewhere.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Because here goes another dumbass, insecure ass, middle-aged man. First of all, I can tell you don't talk about basketball because we've always talked about double doubles. Secondly, if you go back and actually look at the game by game, less than 1/3 of her offensive rebounds are her own misses. So instead of biting off narrative to try to hate on a 22-year-old woman because you sit there as an insecure grown ass man who has to lick your own nipples while you jack off for pleasure, get yourself together. Don't come here with that bullshit. This ain't ESPN. You'll get flamed around here, and then I'll end up fucking your mama. So chill the fuck out, my boy.
His name is Happy Neuron. Why are we talking to you?
Like,
why does he lick his own nipples? Why he mad?
Because he ain't got nobody else to do it. That's the most way he can get himself touched on, bro. Like, he worried about somebody else getting their own rebounds. He over here licking his own nipples, bro.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of when people was hating on Russell Westbrook for averaging a triple-double for like 3 years straight. Like, come on. All of a sudden, nobody cares about. First of all, this dude said he's been watching basketball for 20 years and nobody cares about double-doubles. You're lying. That's a stat that's kept. They Sabonis is the double-double machine. Vucevic here in Chicago is a double-double machine. Joker, like, how do you come on now, man? Jesus Christ. Somebody, that's why Haize.
We sit here and watch Joker miss 4 layups straight and get the ball to go steal, and motherfuckers shut the fuck up.
And they call him he's the most PER, whatever, dude. Like, hey, no, Angel Reese.
Literally, this year is the first year I learned that getting your own rebound was a fucking sin.
Right, and it's only when it comes to her,
and that's not even look. If you look at the game by game, it's not that, like, people just use that because of her shooting percentage at the beginning of the season. But if even her biggest rebounding games, it's not even the main part. Not even her main part of her offensive rebounds, her own miss, much less the double-double. Shut the hell up.
Man, he came here really because the Fever lost. That's why. Because somebody was in here earlier.
Bitch ass man, because she scored. She finally had a good ass game, and her ass lost. Go take your happy ass, go drink some Happy Dad, and sit your happy ass down and go do some shit.
It's just sad. Like, all jokes aside, it's sad how many insecure men live out here, all because they mama didn't want to taste failure. They didn't just swallow their ass, bro. But anyway, keep it pushing. Somebody, I'm just saying, bro. Like, real talk.
That nigga needs to be spat the fuck out.
If your mamas weren't so afraid of tasting failure, y'all wouldn't even be here, bro.
Wow.
Put your ass on a nice ass napkin.
Let these young ladies be great is the point that I'm making. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, all of them. Let them be great. The WNBA has more eyes on it than ever. Let them be great, man. Stop getting mad at a young lady for getting rebounds, for crying out loud. Jesus Christ.
Because but when I bring up her ass had 29 points, 7 for 13, but her ass still had 6 rebounds. 6 turnovers.
Right.
I'm hating though.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm hating though.
You can't just
picking
out
and choosing
all the good of one person and then all the bad of another. Both of these guys, all of these young ladies have to learn how to win in the WNBA.
Ace, it's funny that you say that this is
Motherfucker.
literally the 3rd season of this channel. We ain't new. We've been here for a minute, bro. It's just people weren't checking for us, but we've been here. You know what? I do miss the days. All jokes aside, I love the growth of the WNBA. I love the new fan base of the Sky. I do miss the days where in the WNBA we were able to just talk about sports, the games, and keep it pushing. It's become about so much other shit. But listen here, I'm gonna let everybody know. This ain't ESPN. This ain't Locked On. This ain't your mama's YouTube channel. You come in here tripping, I will flame your ass.
And I say what the fuck I want. I say what the fuck I want. I'm not gonna not cuss. I don't give a fuck. If you don't want to hear, if that's bad for you, if you got children around, turn that shit off. Go to CGA, whatever the fuck they are, Skytown, whatever. Go over there. Don't come here for that shit. And don't tell me how to conduct my shit.
Isaac Charles says Angel Reese is a stat padder.
No, you got to understand what stat padding is. She's not a stat padder. She's a person who tries to make plays to win the game. Stat padding is when somebody's not focused on winning the game. Angel Reese does everything that it takes to get
got
the game.
2 first names. I'm not talking to nobody with 2 first names.
Quentin Guzman with the super chat says, who should the Chicago Sky be looking at as a shooter? And I'm hearing Brenda Maxwell a lot.
Well, Brenda Maxwell, we drafted Brenda Maxwell. She got hurt. I don't think that she's still healthy, but that'll be an episode that I do here soon. I haven't had a time to do it with the NBA free agency and Bulls Central popping off, but I'm trying to get a list together of players that the Sky should target, and we'll talk about it, man.
That is true. Caitlin Clark fans are quickly becoming like some of the worst fans.
It's not the fans, it's the stands, bro. Like I try to separate.
It's not even fans. It's stands.
It's the stands, bro. And most of them don't even actually watch the game of basketball, and that's fine. But it's like, sit down and shut the fuck up. Like, that's all it is.
Shout out to Angel Reese for getting Player of the Week, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, shout out to Angel Reese. I have a whole episode on that.
Because I know do us Angel people come to y'all at the games?
Some of them do. Some of them do.
Well, some of them. I will.
I gotta give some of them do too. I've seen it both ways, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
But like Legion.
I don't even remember the point. Kev was in the middle of making a good point when I saw that dumbass comment, and I couldn't let it breathe.
I forget what I was talking about too, but hey, it is what it is. I love it when you turn up, Josie.
One thing that I will say too is that Angel Reese, I love the way that she early in this game took a mid-range shot. She's taking threes a couple of games before now. I love that she's kind of working on those things, and me and Steve have talked about it. Those are things that you may see glimpses of it for this WNBA season, and maybe with the month-long break, you may see it kind of more than what you would see. But really look at when she has an off season, because she hasn't had one. I think that when she gets time to work with an actual trainer for a while and focus on that during the off season, she's gonna come out really good as far as rounding out that game next year. So.
Yes, that's true.
Straight up.
Any last thoughts, fam, before we get up out of here, man?
Tomorrow, baby.
I got something to say. We didn't lose to the worst team in the damn league. That's all I gotta say.
I don't hate Caitlin Clark. Like I had a Sky for one episode. I talked positively about something Clark did, and they were like, "That's like saying all lives matter." I'm like, because I said the woman was passing well. I'm like, what? How did I become an all lives matter person? Like, what we doing?
Because if you for the sit, let's be honest, she had 29 points today, a double.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good game. 7 for 14.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good game.
You can't
if you
ignore her.
Say she ain't have a bad game, like that's when you lose me. I'm like, just give her credit. She's a good player.
You can't.
She's a good player.
Caitlin Clark is phenomenal. She's not just a good player. She's a really, really a great player, and she's gonna get better.
I ain't saying all that.
No, I'm basing turnovers. But I'm basing it on her entire body of work. That includes high school and college. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
so,
I feel where you're coming from, Kev.
Yeah. So that's all. Like you can't ignore what she's done for the game of basketball, not just women's basketball, but the game of basketball. Stop it, man. Stop.
Yeah. That's a fact. But all right, we're going to get up out of here. It is in the middle of the work day, man. I love you guys, man. Y'all make sure y'all support Big Kev, Steve-O. Shout out to CW. He wasn't able to make it because it is in the middle of the work day.
What's
it in? You guys can follow us at Chicago Sky Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, Chicago Sky Central, gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. and we will flame y'all asses. Love you guys. Go Sky.